Hello, friends and citizens. In this enthralling issue of Golden Squad, join our heroes as they start off the Nemesis arc. In the previous episode, the team achieved the title of Golden Squad, and before they could even celebrate much of the win, a startling announcement was made by none other than Zack, which came as a surprise to the real Zack, who sat in a bar watching his likeness claim credit for an attack. Also, there was a major callback to one of the early episodes of the show. There is a scene where Zack was getting the help from Jeff to investigate one of his former employees. In that scene, Jeff was able to read his mind, but only on a surface level, and while what he was doing was somewhat suspicious, it didn't raise enough flags for them to investigate further. Alex, who plays Callum, is absent this episode, but fear not, he will return in episode 24. We all miss him, so just 2 episodes to get through until he comes back. Question for you, are you enjoying the story so far? If yes, take a minute to give us a rating on whatever you're listening to us on. It would mean a lot to us, and I would totally appreciate it. If you're not enjoying us, then not rating us is perfectly fine. Just continue on your merry way, and why are you even making it this far? Like, you should go listen to something you enjoy. We always love to hear from our listeners, so if you want to send us a message, definitely do that. If you have any questions, I'll give you a shout out on our Q&A sessions. Alright, I think that covers it. Let's get started.
There we go. The pop-up. I always get this pop-up. It's like, are you sure you don't want to record without video? And I'm like, yes, I don't want video.
Mine just is like, you need to update this, please. God, no. It worked fine before, it works fine now. Okay, previously on Golden Squad, you guys actually became the Golden Squad, so that's yay.
Team.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of neat that it all worked out that way. It seemed like there was quite a bit of room for some luck streak rolls to just screw us out of that victory, you know what I'm saying?
You pretty much had it in the bag so long as that you didn't greedily try to win the last event. Like if you had ignored the other people and just went for the win, you might not have got it. But we had the lead going into the last event, and helping even a little bit of the people would have got it.
Since we were team players.
Yeah, I tried to make it a little, give a little bit of a hint that, teamwork was actually, cooperation was the goal of the challenge. But I didn't want to make it obvious.
I was actually kind of surprised there was only, seemingly one despicable guy, you know? I think that made it more obvious. Yeah,
Zigzag was kind of doing stuff he shouldn't, though. A little bit,
yeah.
You mean Jiffy?
Oh,
Jiffy, yeah.
Zigzag helped you hold open in the spinning room the button.
Yeah, Jiffy was kind of
Yeah, Jiffy was the shifty one. He was not trustworthy.
Yeah, and Jiffy and Repeat. They were on a team together.
Yes, yeah. Those.
I never determined what team it was. I never actually who
Gave them a
owned
name?
that team. No, so you're under Jeff, right? Maybe he reports up under. I would say he's probably also under Janie. Actually, no, he'd be under Hannah. That's got to be where it is, because Hannah is the department of she's the warden of the prison. So maybe he works controlling other power people, and that's what kind of gives him a complex. Maybe he thinks he's a bit superior to the other powered because he is a guard or part of the team that catches. What would that be, like the U.S. Marshals kind of?
That would explain why he can't stand himself once he copies himself.
I didn't actually explain what his negative was. So he gains all of his powers. Each duplicate has the exact same powers. It's not weaker, but each time he duplicates himself, the copies lose an intellect point or intelligence point. So the collective...
They're not angry, they're just stupid?
They're just stupid, yes. They get stupider the more there are.
Funny.
Wow.
Have you guys seen the movie Multiplicity? With
No,
who is
I
that?
haven't.
Isn't that an older one?
Yeah, it's a little bit older. It has the guy, what's his name? Batman.
Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton. Yeah. It's pretty good. It's funny. Same general concept, except the original doesn't get stupider. It's just every subsequent copy. And all the copies decide that they need copies. So he's like, stop doing it. He's like, well, you did it. What do you mean?
But I didn't become a moron.
Yeah. So you guys won Golden Squad, and then I revealed some of the beginning of what this arc is going to be like. So you all got a little piece of what is coming for you. Zack was seen on TV admitting to a bombing. There was a break-in at Edward's old law firm where someone stole a bunch of the files relating to his cases. And what was interesting about that was that they broke in without breaking a window, breaking a door, like picking a lock, anything. Doors were all still locked from the inside when the law firm people got there. And then Jade happened to spot good old Dietrich, or Void as you guys know him, waiting around outside her apartment.
Like a creeper.
Right?
Wait, Jay didn't say hi or anything? I thought they had a date.
They did have a date. She stood him up. Dick move, Jade.
Now he's back for revenge.
Or coffee.
Because
yeah.
because I didn't make it clear the 17 times I said it before, he hasn't seen you yet because he's blind.
Oh yes.
So, Edward made that joke last time. That I said it too many times. Where we were sitting was Zack was going to be staying at Phi to avoid going anywhere where there might be someone looking for him due to the "you're a bomber" video. And Edward was going to stay with Zack at Phi, and Jade was on her way home. Is that what the plan was? Everybody, that was their thinking?
Yeah.
We're going to pick up then with Jade. Unless you guys have any questions.
Boy.
I just can't wait to hear about this date she's about to go on.
Oh, yeah. You are a good 200 feet from where Void is. He's fairly distinct as a person, so that's why you're able to spot him from so far away. And you have very good vision. So he is standing outside of a convenience store, like he just came out of it. He is looking in the direction of your apartment, but not looking at it. He's just kind of looking towards it. Just standing there, not really, like standing outside the window of the convenience store. You were walking towards him until you stop and pick up from here. So you're walking towards him. He's 200 feet ahead of you, across the street from your apartment.
He's across the street, or I'm across the street.
You both are. You're walking.
So we're on
towards...
the same side of the street.
Yes, he's in front of you. You have to cross the street to get to your apartment, but you'd have to walk by him to get there.
Okay. So I guess, and we know he's not a good guy, right? Like we've discovered that.
I mean, the last time you talked to him, he asked you out on a date.
But he wasn't a part of the group that attacked us at the silo, right?
Right. You have not seen him since then.
But
Out of all of them, he showed the friendliest enthusiasm. So
yeah, this is what I'm getting at. He was associated with the FSB because he was in the FSB building. Mm-hmm. But the subgroup of that who came to the missile silo to attack us, he was not a part of that group. So
yeah, he was not at the missile silo, nor was he. Yeah, he was not at the missile silo, nor was he in the VTOL that shot down your helicopter.
Okay. So probably bad, but maybe not.
But he thinks I'm somebody else because we were in disguise, right?
But now he's outside your apartment, so this is a little suspicious.
So he knows.
No, you were never someone else. You were always Jade.
Correct. You were always Jade. You do not have an alternate identity.
But when we
I mean, you had an alternate ID, so he thinks your name is
He can't see anyways, so it's
it's not like he would see a disguise and be fooled.
Wait, what was your alternate ID name? Who were you?
I don't think I came up with anything.
I don't think we came up with names. Well, I didn't. I was Zack. But
they accepted foreigners, and
I thought she had a name, and she said it, and
she could. I'll when I'm editing, I'll fill this in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Helga.
Okay.
No, that's Xena. No, Xenia. Sure.
I mean, I'm trying to go to my apartment, so I guess I will approach him.
Will you are you going to approach him with the intent of talking to him, or are you just going to try to sneak by him?
I guess I could try to sneak by him since he is blind, huh? He doesn't see me.
See how good his sense of smell is.
I'm getting the popcorn out. This turned into like a bad kung fu movie or like a comedy romance. I don't know.
I think I'll approach him.
Like
I
to
think
talk.
Jade. Yeah, I think I'd approach him. Jade would approach him and be like, "Hey, what you doing outside my apartment, dude? Or can I help you, sir?"
Now I really wish I remembered what your fake name was. You walk up to Void, as you know him. Dietrich was his name. He introduced himself as Dietrich. And you say, what do you say?
Can I help you, sir?
He says, you. I didn't expect. Why are you?
So you're just creeping outside my apartment for no particular reason?
No, I'm here for you. I just didn't expect a conversation to start like this. Oh, he's German, I forgot. I didn't expect a conversation to start like this. No, that's too Russian. How's German? Got the Z's, right? This is how you say. It's almost too French. Whatever. I'll.
Choking on my popcorn.
This is unexpected meeting. I was hoping to ask you a question. Will you come back to Russia with me?
No. I live here, and yeah. You're coming on super strong, guy.
No, you don't understand. The SZS, they have my family, and they blame me for your infiltration. I need your help.
So you're looking for a team of heroes?
No, just you. They would know if it was anyone else. I need you.
He needs you.
Is there any way I can roll for deception, or if he's deceiving me? Can I sense that insight?
Yeah, insight. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't expect it to go like this. I wanted to get to know you, and I didn't expect you to come up to me.
Well, you're standing outside my apartment, so I figured.
I thought that was more discreet.
No, that's not so discreet.
This is a romance comedy, right? Like they're having this side conversation while she's trying to get out a dice to figure out if he's lying.
So I'll roll my dice. I got 11 total.
You aren't able to determine whether or not this is true. So he's wearing the blind sunglasses, and that concealment of his face kind of makes it hard to tell whether or not. His poker face is really, really just solid.
Okay. I don't know if I trust you completely. I said that out loud.
Gotcha. They have my family. I need help. This is what you do. You're heroes. You help.
And why can't I bring my team? Why does it just have to be me?
The SZS wants you.
Just me.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna have to probably meet up with my team to discuss this before I make a final decision on helping you, because I can't just leave my post willy-nilly.
Can we meet tomorrow?
Sure. After I meet with my team. Yeah.
Okay. Here's an address. Meet me here tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good.
6 o'clock.
Okay.
Is this okay?
Sounds good. I'll make sure I have a meeting with my team before then.
I'll see you then, Fraulein. Fraulein, is that that's German, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fraulein is German, and I even think you used the correct one, because I believe Fraulein would be an unmarried woman and Frau would be a married woman. Pretty sure.
This is good. See you then, Fraulein.
I salute.
Can't even see it.
Yes, exactly. So he does nothing back. No reaction.
I just cough.
I am reminded of the moment when George W. Bush waved at Stevie Wonder.
I keep forgetting this guy's blind.
He awkwardly kind of stands there for a second and walks away. Back the way you came.
All right. I continue to my apartment for a good night's rest.
Perfect. Okay. Zack and Edward, are you doing anything for the rest of the night?
Playing poker.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which kind? Like Texas Hold'em?
I mean, we can play all kinds. Let's start with Texas Hold'em. I'm gonna roll a d20 to see if I get a good hands. Ooh, 15. What'd you get?
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'll roll. 14.
Oh, you straight and a flush.
Well, that's just the hand. It's not the only thing that determines the outcome. We need a skill that determines how well we play our hand.
You know, it's a game of part luck, which is the die, and part reading people. So I would do insight.
Insight versus deception. So we each make a deception, each make an insight.
Aren't they the same though? Oh no, they're not. Oh yeah.
Different skills.
Okay. All right.
I think my insight is good, and I think my deception is bad.
I think I'm the same.
Is this a 2-player game of?
Apparently.
What's happening? We're trying to pass the night. It's not.
Insights +8, deceptions +4.
You could have played
Ooh,
War.
My deception's +5, but my insight's +7. We're pretty close here. It seems pretty balanced.
Pretty evenly matched here.
What are you
Okay.
guys gonna bet? What are you
don't-
betting on?
I don't know. We can roll for that too. All right. Do we want to do my deception versus your insight first?
Okay.
Okay. I rolled. Ooh, net 1. Total of a 5 on deception. You cannot.
This is a
fail.
good hand.
Yeah. So I got a. Well, I mean, you got a nat 1, so. But I got a total of 23.
23 versus 5.
Yep.
Okay. And then you go ahead and roll your deception.
Okay. Going. Got a total of 17.
Okay. My insight. I got a total of a 25.
Oh, jeez.
You guys both see through each other's lies.
Game goes.
In which case, I know he
nowhere.
has the better hand, and I fold.
All right.
Poker. I mean, to be fair, Edward is a lawyer and pretty well off, and Zack is one of the richest people on the planet. So, I mean, like,
I don't know what stakes we could have here that would
Yeah.
be like.
We have to bet like Phi gear or something like that. You know, something that money can't quite get you. You know, it's like
you guys have a request from winning Golden Squad and like getting to see who gets to cash it in because they only get one request.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, so you kept hinting at like you should have a dinner or like a personal meet with like a.
I mean, that's just what other people had done with it. That was the recommended thing because the previous team had done that. You don't have to do that. You can change it in for something else.
Money.
Money came with it. You got money already.
Okay.
But like we can like call in favors or more just like
I mean, yeah, if you have one.
it's a one-time thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's a one-time thing. You,
Interesting.
Can you
Call
call it in at any time?
yeah, but it's not guaranteed that everyone would be available at that time.
No.
And in fact,
Fine.
that's a good segue to the next section that I was about to get to. So the next morning, you guys stay up playing poker for a while. I suppose Zack just barely. Actually, we'll say it. You guys don't finish the game, but Zack is up at the end. So the next morning, you're woken to the news of a massive earthquake that took place in Peru. And Phi begins dispatching a large portion of the on-duty heroes or on-duty squads to take care of it. And that's actually where Callum ends up going. As Callum is, due to his speed, is dispatched down to help the relief efforts in Peru. So along with part of Hannah's squad and most of Janie's squad. Gregory's squad is still around, the trainee squad. So JJ and Stu are still around. But most of the heroes go down to support the relief efforts in Peru. That includes Gabe. I think those are the guys that you've actually talked to. What is your guys' plan for the day, Zack and Edward?
I need to call them. I feel like.
After last night or whatever, like.
No.
Talking about
Our
Boyd.
plan is to stand by the phone and wait.
Are we expected to go help with those efforts, kind of thing?
I think that was his way of getting Callum out.
Well, Okay, so I can't forget that I just told the world about the bomb that I set off the other night. So
Yes.
I do. Okay.
It has been about 12 hours since that news has come out.
I'm going to check in with Sunny to gather, I guess, any
Yeah, man. Why'd you set
intel.
off that bomb, huh? That's
Yeah.
not cool.
Well, they had it coming. I mean, uh, no, I think I want to check with Sunny to see any intel we have around that, trying to kind of sort out anything that's like contextually related to that whole talking about the bomb and figuring out the motives there. And maybe also if Sunny has any, I guess, like through that insight, try to figure out how I can kind of remedy that situation. And then I guess the other item of business we'd probably have would be whatever's going on with the law firm and all this stealing.
Yeah.
Yeah, my plan's to hit up Sunny.
Is Edward going to join him for the Sunny talk? Or
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so ask Sunny. How can I help you guys?
Sunny, so we think Morph has impersonated me to frame me for setting off a bomb. What have you gathered since this has come out? We're trying to draw some connections here, figure out if there's any motives that we can follow up on to try to remedy this situation and expose, the real issue here, the people that framed me.
In that regard, I have some news for you. You're wanted for questioning. There's some agents on their way here now to get you.
Do I have any protections while I'm here? Like, I can't just do that? I don't have to go with them or anything? We can do questioning here?
Yeah, you know how these bombings work. Like they go talk to the bomber. They just ask him nicely not to go anywhere. They don't arrest him or anything.
You call for a lawyer. Oh, look, Edward's a lawyer.
Hey, I'm right here. Yeah, man. I'm just gonna tell you my professional legal opinion. They're coming here to arrest you.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to figure out is if I can hold it down here or if I need to dodge them.
The company requirements obligate me to tell you to stay and wait for them.
That was one way of wording it. Yeah.
I cannot provide other recommendations.
Okay, Sunny, well, is there anything else you can tell me aside from that? I know they're on the way, but...
I recommend against bombing your competitors.
Yeah, it didn't happen, Sunny. I mean, I didn't do it. It happened, but,
I've noted that in my memory banks.
I mean, you didn't put that together with Morph around? I don't know, Sunny. What do you think? Why do you think Morph would have done it? Is there anything to suggest why? Have we seen any other activity from that team?
Does Morph know who you are? That you're related with this company?
That's a good question. I guess we don't know if they put 2 and 2 together there. Because we don't really know how much suspicion we raised. Obviously, I was in disguise at the time, but... and the whole way back on the submarine, but... They were definitely after Phi, that's for sure. So they might have been able to put that together. That's why I'm wondering if there's anything to suggest that they've been trying to dig into Phi and what their next move might be. Maybe it's not. Maybe this ties into stuff that was going on with the Fixer. I'm talking out loud here.
My initial reviewing of the footage indicates that it appears to be recorded within the Cooper Corporation headquarters.
How did you gather that? Like, why do you think that?
The background of the video indicates the standard, I can't think of the word, the background display that they usually have, like the ornate things that they have.
Logo and decor.
Yeah, I guess like the conference room. The conference room layout of the video is typical of that of Cooper Corporation conference rooms.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the frame was obviously well thought out. Oh, by the way, shoot, did I talk to Nigel at all?
You did when you got back from Russia, but not since.
Yeah, I need to call Nigel.
It's been months since then, so yeah, you've talked to him probably, but not since the bombing thing.
I think I meant to call him last night. I guess we got carried away with poker. I don't know what happened. I should probably be calling Nigel.
They probably already to him, so be aware of that. Also
Might be
consider the
bugged.
possibility. Yep, exactly. If be aware that if they talking to him, there might be a wiretap in place.
Yeah, that's a good call. I'm glad I have a lawyer here, so I definitely won't call Nigel.
Doesn't mean you can't call him. Just be aware of what you say.
Yeah. Actually, I wonder if I can get any hack for any intel on Nigel. I mean, I'm assuming I would have some of my own plants on him anyway, just to keep check. But I wonder if I can get any intel on Nigel without calling him directly. And
his whereabouts or something?
Yeah, also, Sonny, has Nigel said anything to the press about this since, or is it just quiet after that video?
News stories have been running with this theory of you being the bomber, but no additional comments from Cooper Corp have been released.
Okay, I think that I want to try to figure out at a distance, without calling Nigel directly, what he's last done or what he's up to. Just to kind of make sure that he's not like already under pressure or something.
Wait, a hack? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, or if there's any sort of, because his communication, like I can monitor that and just to kind of see what's happened since this with him. But I mean, if it's all quiet, then I might assume that he's already under the wire or something.
Okay, roll technology.
Okay, rolling. I rolled an 18. Doing pretty good.
And you have technology of like 11, so I think you're fine.
Yeah, it is 11.
So you're able to hack into the location finder part of his phone. Because you know his password, because he's your oldest friend, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He is at Cooper Corp headquarters, and he has been there all night.
Oh, okay. And it just happened like 12 hours ago, right? So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a call.
Nigel did it.
Crikey, you got me.
Yeah.
All right, so you call Nigel?
Yeah.
Good day. G'day. This is Nigel.
This is my favorite part. Nigel, what's going on?
Zack, what happened?
Well, we think that one of the Russian operatives who goes by Morph has shapeshifted into my identity to frame me, though we know that Morph has this power. We're not sure if anyone else has this power, but we have discovered this, so I don't know why they're doing this. I don't know why they're doing this and targeting me, because they shouldn't have any reason to. At least we don't know of any reason why they would be targeting Cooper Corp and myself. So we're trying to put some pieces together and figure out what some motives might be here. But in the meantime, we also gotta give an answer to the public without messing things up. I don't know. How's it going over there at Cooper Corp?
It's absolute chaos. The whole board has been here all night. Terrible.
No, that was great. That was great, yeah. You're doing great, Nigel. I love the way you talk.
Yeah, right. Get sometimes. This is an absolute show. The DHS has been here. They've been looking for you, and I think they're on their way over there now. Terrible, but okay, yeah.
I thought that was great. I really can't wait for the show with Nigel. You know, your host. Yeah. Okay. What do you think I should do, Nigel?
Go with them? Answer their questions?
Yeah. I'm just wondering here, because if someone
Don't
framed
run?
me... Yeah, I'm not gonna run, but, you know, if someone set this up, then I don't want to accidentally... Or I don't want to go with them and then get hijacked, if you know what I mean. They obviously are trying to pull me out.
You're the boss, though. You gotta ultimately decide what you're gonna do.
Nigel's like my long
Nigel.
Nigel's like my long lost dad, man. He's taking care of me.
We're holding the company together here.
Okay.
We're putting out the fires.
I think we need some extra security to make sure nothing gets sabotaged or stolen at this time.
Already done.
Okay, great.
You putting out metaphorical fires or literal fires?
Yeah. Yeah. I almost feel like we need some sort of I need some sort of backup plan with you, Nigel. Like, in case I get hijacked. I want you to get in touch with Fi if that happens.
Anyone I should reach out to?
Yeah, I'm not sure yet.
Any contact?
I mean, Jeff.
Actually, have you had any communication come through from Isaac Harris recently?
Not since you returned from Russia.
Okay. I might need to talk to that guy. Okay, cool. I think we're good, Nigel. We'll stay in touch.
All right, be safe.
Yep.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
I'm not sure how much time do I have before they...
What, are you gonna look at traffic cameras or something to see where they're at?
No, at the very least, I definitely want to make sure I have, some trackers on me in case I get hijacked. So if I do get in a situation where I go with them, I just feel like they'll get jumped and I'll get kidnapped kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I think it's drawing me out or whatever, and then it becomes like a bigger ransom. I don't know why, but I have that feel, and that's why I don't want to go with them. Yeah, I think I need to talk to Jeff as well. He's the director. Is Jeff around?
Yeah, he's in his office.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to Jeff. Thanks, Sonny.
Anytime. Is it like a test, like a switch between voices on?
No, I'm just kind of in there. I'm in the. That's where I was. Right, I was just on the phone in front of Sonny.
Now do the blind guy voice again.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
His isn't anything special. So, okay. Either is Jeff's. So I figured the characters I use the most. Oh wait, no, the blind guy voice is German. You're right. It is different. Okay, so yeah, Jeff is just a normal voice. I can do that. All right. What do you want to talk to Jeff about?
Okay, so I'm with Jeff. Jeff knows the scoop, right? We think it's Morph, unless you think there's something else going on, why they might draw me out. I'm wondering, since Jeff is director, since you're director, Jeff, what you think their motives are, and if you think it's safe if I go with them for questioning, if the agents come to take me for questioning. I feel like it might be something that whoever framed me to do this is just waiting to hijack me as soon as I go with them.
If you want, we can put some extra security on the convoy, make sure nothing happens.
Yeah, we should do that.
I mean, I obviously believe your story, being that I can read your mind, but
I'd like to think that wasn't the only reason.
We also know about Morph and right? Come on, Jack.
He's aware of the Morph situation in your report.
Mm-hmm.
He's unsure of motives as well. In your report, it indicated that you didn't reveal your identity on the sub or before that, and so they would have had to put some serious dots together to know that you were.
Okay, so I have a request, Jeff. Like when they come, if I'm gonna play a game with them and do questioning. If they're not willing to question me here, I would like it if you could be there at that moment to try to read their intentions and make sure they are who they say they are and not posing as agents and someone bad. I don't know if it's the Russians or not, but hey, you might be able to get their intentions. So at that moment, we could stop something bad from happening. That's all I'm asking.
That I can do.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess I'm gonna twiddle my thumbs.
Okay, he comes with you down to the lobby, and agents arrive.
Oh, I want to make it clear that I'm leaving. I have a tracker on me, and I showed Edward and Jeff how to locate that tracker or how to find me.
Okay.
Cool.
I didn't have very many names generated. Okay, well, I have a few. All right, Agent Carol Jones, DHS, Zack Cooper. You need to come with us. We have some questions we want to ask you about this video.
That makes sense.
You see Jeff next to you kind of do his little squint and typical mind-reading theatrics, I guess. It's subtle, but you've seen it enough times to know what it looks like. And after a few seconds, he looks at you and he nods.
Okay. If you guys have questions for me, can we do it here? I would feel safer given what's going on out there.
They say it's inappropriate.
Okay. Well, then let's be on with it. Oh, also, can I bring my lawyer with me?
Yo.
Yeah, this is Yo.
It's not. I introduce myself, and I say he's asking as a courtesy. I am his attorney. I can be present during questioning with him. It's not up for debate.
There it is.
They say, how am I going to play this? Roll persuasion.
Yeah,
Me?
sure. Wait. Oh, who?
You, Zack.
Okay, yeah. 1 sec. Rolling, and can I use luck? I'm gonna use
Yeah.
luck.
You can
That
always
was a
use luck.
That was a
If you
7.
have
I
some.
want more. Okay, come on. Oh god, that was worse, but I get the default 10, so that was a 3. I'm gonna go 10 and plus persuasion, which is 5, so I'm at 15.
They say, fine, bring your attorney.
Cool. Thanks for playing by the rules, guys. Let's do this.
They say, we don't have to allow this. We're doing it as a courtesy for potential terrorists.
Yeah, and I didn't bomb them. I'm doing this to help you guys figure out who did this.
This supposed bombing happened in America, so he gets to have his attorney during questioning. We're still in America.
Yeah.
And you're coming. So they escort you to the car. They decide to not use handcuffs, but 2 agents walk on either side of
Yes,
you.
they decide that.
Yeah. On either side of you to the
Paddy wagon.
the paddy wagon. Yeah. So they walk you over to the paddy wagon here.
No, I mean, I'm sure it's like some sort of black SUV.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I was like, I don't know what to call that. Like, yeah, black SUV that the government usually would use for transporting people like that. And they take you to a secure facility. On your way there, Edward, you finally get the call from Jade. So,
Hey Jade, it's maybe not the best time. What's going on?
I don't know what's going on. No, I wanted to see if we could set up a meeting as a team soon before 6.
Well, some of that is up to the FBI at the moment.
DHS.
Whatever. DHS.
Well, call me as soon as you know after the meeting or after whatever you guys are doing. Or do you need my help with whatever you guys are doing? Should ask that. The
Zack,
FBI.
do you want Jade to come as well?
I don't think they're gonna let her in.
Carol interrupts. No one else is coming.
Yeah. Carol's spoken. So maybe
Yeah,
if
spoken.
Jade is worried, she can at least wait for us. I don't know. That might be
Jade,
good.
go ahead and make your way to Phi and go talk to Jeff.
Yeah. do that.
See what his assessment of this situation is.
Jeff gave me a nod. I don't know what that means. He might have duped me.
Definite terrorists, yes.
All right, sounds like a plan. Good luck, boys.
Okay. Jade, do you want to do anything for the rest of... Are you going to Phi, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I'll go to Phi and wait for them to
Okay. What are you
Get
going
a
to do while
hold
you're
of me.
waiting?
go chat Jeff up and see what he thinks about the situation.
About Void?
Yeah.
I had just an aside here and edit this out if you want. In a situation where, like Jade's in right now where she's got time to kill, is she allowed to like get a temporary like boost in her skills if she like hit the training gym or something during that time? I'm just wondering, like, could she get like a +1 to something in advance for whatever's coming next? I mean, I'm just wondering if that ever happens to me, if...
You have invention. That is
yeah,
your...
so I could sit around and invent. Okay.
She does not.
So she'd need like some sort of like mental psych yourself up ability.
I would allow, like, if she wanted to trade an equipment out or something, I'd allow that. She has a flashbang that she never uses, so if she wanted to trade that for something else.
That's interesting. I was just wondering, as an aside for the game, because like it might happen, like it's happening right now. So yeah, cool. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
I eventually use my flashbang. Doesn't mean I, just because I haven't yet. Doesn't mean
Use
I
it on
won't.
Void. Void is the perfect target for your flashbang. So you want to talk to Jeff about Void? What do you want to say?
Oh, I'm already there. Okay. So I got this
Boy
I was going to
problem.
talk to my team. I was going to talk to my team, but I'll bring it to you. I got this situation where somebody wants my help as a hero and to save their family. And I don't know if I should do it or not because I'm under Spies. Just read my mind, Jeff.
All right, I'll roll for it.
It's hard to explain.
Jeff is going to say, you owe this man nothing. You don't know if he's telling the truth. You don't know what they're going to do to you when you get to Russia. Well, we can send some agents after this guy.
All right. I feel like that's probably a good advice, seeing how I don't really want to go to Russia alone without my team. I think it probably would be a bad idea.
Okay, we'll have some people set up at the location he told you about.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right. Okay, then we'll skip, unless you want to do anything else. What's your plan now that you're not doing that?
What I'm gonna do while Edward and
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. Sure, I'll stay in Phi and go to the gym, work out. Why not?
Okay. All right, Edward and Zack. You guys arrive at the DHS facility. They take you to an interrogation room. Eventually, after about an hour or two, they finally come in and say, Zack Cooper, why did you do it?
You don't have to answer that. That video could be anybody.
The video expressly says, I'm Zack Cooper.
Could be an imposter.
That looks exactly like you.
You are aware of the concept of a superpower.
Yes, it's made our lives a bit harder.
Okay. So you naturally, in addition to the video, have brought proof that that is really Zack Cooper and not a superpowered person impersonating Zack Cooper.
How many people on this earth have powers?
I don't know. How many?
Say 100,000. How many of those people have the power to look like someone else?
Probably more than one.
And that person is targeting you. Do you know why they'd be targeting Zack Cooper?
I'm going to go with Zack Cooper's extremely wealthy. And they don't like that.
Zack Cooper, were you recently in Russia?
He doesn't have to tell you where it was.
Is this
Why-
photo of you shaking hands with FSB Director Putin you? And he holds out a photo. Looks like it's taken from a security camera of you with Putin.
Wow, I'd love to see the warrant you wrote to get this photo from inside the FSB.
Is this an imposter too, Mr. Cooper?
Certainly looks like it could be.
Are you an imposter now? How do we know we have the right Zack Cooper now? Should all criminals just go free because they might be someone else?
It would be nice to provide, a little bit of additional evidence.
And what evidence would you say would prove you are who you say you are, rather than your voice, your exact look, and stating your name?
Isn't the burden of proof on you guys?
We haven't charged him with anything yet. We're just trying to get his side of the story.
Oh, so he's free to go then.
We want his side of the story before he goes anywhere. Zack?
Should I give them my side of the story?
Step out of the room a minute. I need a minute with my client.
All right. Reluctantly, Carol gets up and leaves. It turns off the camera just for you. Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm not sure here. This is a little weird.
Well,
We know that's not you. Who? What now?
Yeah, I know that's not me, but I would suggest maybe for proof, if we had like multiple witnesses who know me, be able to help clarify things. People like Nigel and others. But I don't know if that would fly. Like having an alibi. But
It's true. We can certainly cover your whereabouts at the time of the bombing.
we would expose that I'm working with Phi. I don't know if people know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They came and found you at Phi.
The government knows you work there.
No.
Because Phi is a government organization.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different then. I assumed that I shouldn't. Well, I guess they came to Phi, duh. Also, the whole thing, I don't know if there's any way that we can show them, or if we're allowed to show them, that we know that the Russian operatives have a shapeshifter named Morph, you know? I don't know if we're allowed to share that.
I mean, this can explain why. Like, we can do a combination of things here. It's like, first start with your alibi of where you were at the time of the bombing. There were several people with you. Why were you in Russia? Well, it was a mission for Phi that we can't get into, but in Russia, we met a person named Morph, and if we've got, what do we have for proof of this Morph person? Because it sounds like we can kind of slam this a little bit. It's just like, and
Yeah, I don't know if we should tell them that we're in Russia.
well, you don't want to lie. Let's start with that. So
Yeah, but the thing is that I work with Phi, and at the very least, they can get their information from Phi about Morph. You know what I'm saying? And that it connects with the whole Russian thing. And that Phi is looking into this and trying to see why they're targeting me.
that's a good, if they don't trust you specifically, would they trust if Phi explained that yes, verified certain parts of the story, that yes, that we are aware of a person who has this power, who has been in close proximity to Zack, and also we can verify Zack's whereabouts at the time of the bombing.
Yeah, I just don't want to. If I can avoid saying I was in Russia, then that avoids them jumping to conclusions, right? Like, I think. Yeah. Also, insight check on electronics. Are we still being recorded anyway?
Roll it.
I rolled a 19.
No, you are not. They really did turn the camera off.
Okay, great.
Because they'd be breaking the law,
Yeah.
and I'm against that.
Yeah. They don't want this case thrown out on technicalities.
And so I think, Edward, you can keep speaking on my behalf because you are also with Phi and they know that. So
Yeah.
I think we should give them that so that maybe we can coax them into helping us figure out why someone has this motive.
Okay.
Good start. I mean, go ahead and call him back into the room.
All right. Carol comes back in.
All right. So, client, I've been discussing things, and we're prepared to help you out a bit in the near term. One, my client Zack here does have an alibi for the time of the bombing, and I think the idea that he can't be in two places at once does lend a little bit of credence to the idea that he is being impersonated by a powered person who can take the shapes of others. Second, we will speak with Phi. You can ask Phi, and we'll give out our authorization for this about the fact that there is a adversary of Phi who has the power to take the form of others, and Zack was recently in close proximity with that person. So Phi can verify that. So,
So Carol says, or she gets up and she walks over to the door and opens it and talks to one of the agents outside and repeats the information about contacting Phi. She says, "We'll look into the Phi intelligence that you provided. As for being in two places at once, this bombing was not real time. This was on a trigger, and it looks to be a timed trigger. So you could have set this days ago."
well, we still might be able to provide an alibi if you can narrow the time frame a bit. We can possibly provide an alibi where there's no way he could have been in a place to build a bomb, have access to materials, or even sent a transmission to trigger it or set a timer, etc., etc. Can you help us narrow the time frame a little bit of when do you think this occurred?
Currently, we're sifting through the footage, but I'm telling you, it doesn't look good. The footage indicates that not only was it placed at least 24 hours in advance, the container that it was in was a Cooper Corp container located at this competitor facility.
The people have access to Cooper Corp containers.
No.
Let me rephrase that. A person who can assume, a powered person who can take the form of Zack could also have access to Cooper Corp containers.
Do you have any evidence to support someone accessing Cooper Corp containers outside of Cooper Corp?
I might need a minute alone again with my client, but I suspect the answer is yeah, we can probably tell you how that's possible.
All right. If you can provide evidence of products within Cooper Corp going missing or indicate Zack is in two places at once, then I think we have our suspect. But do you think you can provide that today?
Yes.
Okay. don't leave town,
No plans to.
and you're free to go.
We head on our way.
Hey, that went fairly well.
Yeah, that was fine. We'll have to
I'm not
get.
usually a criminal lawyer. Usually I'm civil, but you know.
Outside of the facility, a crowd of reporters has gathered. They start snapping pictures when you guys get outside. You guys gonna do anything?
Do you want to issue a statement? Or have me issue one for you?
I don't know that we should say anything because anything we say will be used against us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just get in a car that you, as a wealthy person, I assume had waiting for you, and get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, you see your old contact that you had leaked corporate information to, Zack. Seven Stewart, your old reporter friend that you never actually talked to in person, but someone you recognize, like, yell out, like, "Why did you do it, Zack? Why did you do it?"
No need to answer. Let's just go.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna. I can't even. Yeah,
Someone else shouts, "Give us something!"
Nope. We're just gonna go
Okay.
Yeah.
So where to?
back to Phi, I assume.
Okay.
Zach's car. He calls the shots here. So
Yeah. So I think the safest place would be is at Phi, and in the meantime, I guess I can make a call to Nigel and just ask for footage. You don't have to assume Nigel's identity or whatever. I just like, or I can send a text to him. It doesn't matter. But yeah, no, probably a call just to let him know that the feds are curious about, or DHS is curious about footage of containers leaving by, and if we could have all that footage analyzed. In fact, I want to have Nigel do this, but unbeknownst to Nigel, I'm gonna do it too. But I'm gonna do that from Phi.
Okay. Look through the security footage of Cooper Corp.
I'm gonna do a general security investigation of my own company.
Okay.
Not just the footage, like sure the footage, but he'll be doing that too. But also just things in general, because of all the hacking and all the tabs I keep on everything. I'm gonna do that and see if I garner anything different. Just kinda, if there's any sort of mole activity going on, find out.
You're gonna call Nigel, tell him to look for anything particular, like missing.
No, in specific, the container as well, but also anything that doesn't seem right, and just let him know what the DHS said about what they requested, to try to fulfill that request. So
Okay. He tells you he'll have the security team comb through everything that they have, and they'll have the warehouse people look for anything missing. The physical check will take quite a bit, though. The security team looking through footage won't take as long. Maybe like a day. They're going to start from now and go back, though, so they're going to be just combing the entire day. Edward, are you going to do anything?
stay close to my client.
Okay, you get back to
I
Phi.
know I've got a law firm issue to deal with too, but but I have a new
So
client now.
you haven't been home all night. You've stayed with Edward at Phi.
Mhm.
You get a call from your neighbor,
who gets a call? Sorry.
I do apparently.
Edward. Yes.
Can't be good. Hello?
Hey, Edward. Would you mind keeping it down?
How do you mean?
You're making a lot of noise, whatever you're doing up there.
Yeah, I'm not home, so I'll be on my way home right now to find out what's going on. Can you keep an eye on things there? Don't confront anybody if you see them coming in and out, but just keep an eye out through the peephole.
Sure.
Yeah. Nobody's supposed
Should
to
I
be-
call the police?
Not yet. I will do that on the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
Are
calling the police. I'm going to talk to somebody at Phi and be like, yeah, I need some backup. There's an intruder in my place. I need to go deal with this. So somebody come back me up.
How big of a backup do you want?
I
You
don't
want a SWAT team?
Yeah. Actually, Jade, how far can Jade teleport? Can't teleport.
900 feet?
Oh, okay, that's maybe a little bit further than that.
But you're on your way back. She could meet up with you.
We haven't gotten back to Phi yet.
Or you're close enough to...
Yeah, I called Jade. I got Zack with me. Zack, do you mind a detour?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
And I call Jade and I give her my address. How quickly can you meet us at, this place?
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Cool.
Okay. It's by this time around 3 o'clock. So arriving at Edward's place, what kind of backup did you want from Phi? So the amount of hero backup is pretty limited right now, but they have like SWAT teams or just agents if you want. How big of a response do you want?
I don't know if we need to call in a whole SWAT team. A couple agents. I just need Zack and Jade with me. That's my main.
Having some Phi agents as alibi is probably good at this moment in time, too.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so you arrive back at your apartment. What now? You're outside the door.
Okay, I listen at the door. Or somebody with better hearing than me maybe needs to listen at the door. I don't know.
Roll perception.
Who's got good perception?
I do. But I think it's the same as yours, right? Like 7.
7, yeah.
Yeah.
I
think Jade's
I
like
have
3.
9. I have 9.
Perception?
Yeah, Jade can go ahead
9?
and listen at the door.
Whoa.
Yeah. But I have no persuasion and no investigation.
We're not trying to persuade the door. So.
Please open. 25?
Okay. So you hear what sounds like footsteps inside, and what sounds like rustling.
I can't remember, Jade. Do you have to see where you're going to be able to teleport us?
She does.
Okay.
Yeah, I can look through. I could look through the people though, or a window or
backwards?
something.
Yeah.
Or a window.
A window from inside the apartment. Wait, you go
You don't
outside.
have any. You don't have any windows in an apartment.
Well,
Facing
yeah, but they all
outside.
face outside.
Yeah. You don't have any windows facing the hallway inside.
Oh, well, we can go around to the balcony. Usually there's a sliding door or something leading out to a balcony or whatever in apartments.
Hmm.
Or bedroom window.
That is fine for you. That is risky for them. I guess Edward could fly. Zack cannot, though.
Can she teleport multiple people?
One.
Oh, I meant to go back to Phi and let these guys handle this. I might get caught in a bad situation.
Did you? I mean, it's not. It hasn't started yet. So if you
fine, if we want to edit this, yeah.
I meant to drop them off or whatever and head back to Phi so I don't get caught up in a sticky situation. But I mean, and they got the agents, right? So
Yeah.
The agents can bring them back.
It's not too late if you want to retcon it. It's still early enough.
Yeah, sorry. So the agents are coming, so they can drive you guys back. But
You're just gonna ditch us?
Well, if you guys are okay with it, I feel like you guys can handle it. But if anything goes sour, let me know and I'll come right away. But I think you guys got this. I don't know. I guess I'm not too worried. I just have a feeling, but I probably shouldn't get caught there. So yeah.
That's
Okay.
fair enough. As your attorney, I advise you not to be involved in this.
Okay, so just Edward and Jade. Are you gonna open the door, go through the window? What's the plan? And you have two agents with you as well.
We gotta breach a whole place here. I will hand my key to the agents, and I'll say Jade and I are gonna teleport in, and then when you hear us do that, you guys come in through the front door.
Okay. So you guys go out the fire escape and float up to the windows or whatever. You don't see anybody in the room because Edward's apartment has multiple. It's not just like a studio. It has. You see the bedroom from outside. It doesn't appear to be anybody in the bedroom. Are you going to teleport in there?
If we land in there, will it be silent?
There'll be a roll.
Yeah, bedroom seems fine.
Okay. So teleport in there and then describe to me how you land in there. Gonna try to land on your feet after the teleport?
Yeah, knees bent position, cushion landing. Try to land softly.
Okay. Both of you roll stealth then.
I'm happy with that. That is a 26.
21.
Okay. You both now clearly hear the rustling
in the other room and a few footsteps every once in a while.
Okay, we approach slowly.
You see someone wearing a full black jumpsuit. They have found one of your old legal filing cabinets that was formerly locked, but they have broken it and are looking through some of your files.
Any sign that they're like law enforcement or anything like that?
No, they are wearing. It's a full body jumpsuit, including a like head covering and mask. And the rest of your apartment is kind of in shambles. They have kind of torn it up.
All right, screw this. I'm gonna conk him on the head with a book. Screw this guy.
Okay. Roll your attack.
I get a kind of bonus because he doesn't know I'm here.
Yeah, +5.
Okay. Throw book +6, and then now +5, so +11 to throw book. That is a 26.
You definitely hit. Let's see how it does.
Our 10.
It it like nails them in the back of the head, and they almost fall face first onto the ground from this hit. They catch themselves on the filing cabinet that your files were in. They turn around quickly, and you can tell that like the person is relatively small. It almost like it's hard to tell for sure, but the form looks feminine, or maybe like a teenager maybe, but you can't quite tell based on the jumpsuit has bulges and odd stickouts, but it's definitely a smaller framed individual. But they have a full face mask and a full balaclava type head cover. They glance at Edward. It looks like they're about to take a step towards Edward, but then they look at Jade, and then you hear the front door open, and the agents come in.
Mm-hmm.
And the person reaches over to their wrist. They turn a dial, and they become translucent.
God damn it.
And then they begin to run towards the wall.
Can I target them with overwhelm?
Does it require
Yes.
physical contact? I don't think.
No, it's overwhelm is fairly. I think it's a close range. It's like it's like within touching range.
Right. I assume they're translucent. Like we've seen this before, haven't we? Where people-
Yeah. No. Well, you've seen it once before. The only time you've seen it was the guy who got hit by the laptop when you were fighting the fixer and ran away. That was the only guy that you've seen like this.
Right, and this person isn't the same size as that.
Correct. This person is smaller.
Okay. Yeah, don't want that. So presumably, if I throw another book at him, it's just going to pass right through.
From what you've experienced before, yes.
Okay. Don't like this. Tired of these people getting away. Yeah, I guess. I mean, Jade, do you got anything? I'm gonna try overwhelm unless you got something.
The only thing that I could do would be like lunge, and grab, and teleport. But if I might go straight through. It sounds like I would go straight through.
Yeah. You got a turn before, like your turn is next, Jade. So if you want to try, you can.
Okay, I'll try to grab them.
Do we have to like roll initiative or anything like that? I mean, like we got.
It was a surprise, so we kind of know the person has last initiative. So yeah, Jade, you're gonna do like a melee attack, a grab.
Yeah, I'll like try to do a grab and hold.
So you teleport over to them, try the grab, and your arm goes right through them.
Okay.
The agents both have tasers, and they try shooting those, and those also go right through them.
Jade, maybe you can keep up with this dude as he tries to run away.
The dude is just about to run through a wall.
I will try to overwhelm.
All right. So for overwhelm, for any non-physical attack. So normally when you roll an attack, the damage is the effect rank plus 15.
Mm-hmm.
That is for like physical type of attacks. For overwhelm, for all of the affliction type attacks, it's plus 10 instead. Afflictions are a little bit harder to apply than normal damage.
Yeah, I realize this is probably going to fail, but I don't think I have literally anything else that can affect this dude.
Okay. Roll your overwhelm. To hit is, I think I added it to your character sheet, so it'd be a little bit easier.
Yeah, I see a +1 there. So I add just my dice roll +1.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good start. That would be a natural 20.
Okay. So nat 20 is a crit, so that's +5 to the. I'm guessing you're going to do +5 to your power.
Yeah. I want to whatever I can. If I want this guy to not move, if I am able to get away with that.
thought we didn't roll on afflictions.
No, you do.
Okay, cool.
Unless it's so your affliction is perception based, so that you don't roll.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Nice.
Are you gonna do +5 to your power?
What does that mean? It
Uh,
sounds like it's a good thing to do.
yeah, it just makes
What-
it more likely to be a higher degree of success. So
Is there an
You're-
Is it just plus? I mean, is there an alternative? It sounds like there's no downside to this. Yes, I do it.
there's an alternative. You can apply a different condition to it as well.
Oh,
So what this would apply with a level 1 success is impaired and vulnerable.
Impaired is circumstance penalty. No, that's not it. Vulnerable half defense. Okay, well, neither one of those are going to slow him down. He'll still be able
And
to get away.
level 2 is disabled.
Level 2 is disabled, which is character has. I don't think any of my moves can actually physically stop this dude, can they?
That's why I was saying, like, maybe instead of the plus power, you can try to go for a hindered or something.
Yeah, that's probably the way to go. It's my only chance here. I want this guy to stay still, and I don't think I'm going to succeed even with
Yeah.
a natural 20.
Now, stunned is too high of a rank. You could do any of the rank 1's abilities. So, hindered is one that's half speed. You're not going to stop him, but you could slow him down.
Yeah,
So yeah, you could apply hindered and then try to have Jade keep up with him.
it's worth a shot. How long does it last?
A minute, 10 turns.
I guess technically we don't know how long this guy can be translucent. Maybe he can't do it forever. So, yeah, let's try to do the one that makes him slow so Jade can keep up.
All right, let's see how many degrees he gets, and it's resisted by will, right?
I think so.
Huh. Not a great roll. Its power is
Power overwhelm, power 6.
yeah, so 16. 2 degrees, disabled and hindered and vulnerable and lots of conditions here.
Anything that slows him down or makes him stand still.
Hindered is half speed, yes.
Cool. That's the one then.
But even with it, still makes it out of the room.
I'll chase after him too, but I'm gonna tell and I'm gonna tell the agents too as well. But I'm saying, Jade, this one's mostly up to you.
He runs through the wall into the hallway that you guys came in. You guys power out the door, chasing. This guy continues across the hallway into your neighbor's apartment. Are you going to go into your neighbor's apartment?
Yep.
The door is locked.
We knock it down, punch it down.
I'm not particularly strong. I will throw a book at the door. That'll knock
I
it
mean,
down.
Jade is strong. If Jade wants
Oh, and Jade will
Yeah,
do it.
Yeah, I'll punch it.
to. Okay. Roll attack.
Okay.
Is this one of those luck moments, or
Is it my strength?
No, you're fighting plus your roll.
My fighting? Oh, I got 12.
Okay. Then you get a natural bonus because it's a door, not a person. So you break it. Door flies open. The person turns around and sees you guys pursuing, stops, and leans forward and falls to the ground, but instead falls through the floor. What's the move?
Wait, what?
They phased through the floor. Yeah, they phased
Oh,
through
they
the floor. Bastard! I kind of figured that might be something they do, but I didn't want it to be the case.
Your neighbor is terrified.
I just look. Hey, we're chasing an intruder, and this is strange for me too.
Should I punch the floor? No. Should we go back downstairs? Pursue him?
I guess so. I feel like he just got away, but we can try.
Can I
Okay.
say something? Like, is there not balconies at this apartment? Because Jade can like hop them and teleport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's sure.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
I don't know. Do you want to try that, Jade? Do you hop teleport down balconies?
Yeah, I can do that. And through windows.
Okay, so you're gonna like jump off the edge and try to look.
Yeah,
down,
I'm acrobatic. I can do some flip-de doos.
Okay, I'll speed it along. Your search of the building reveals nothing. This person is gone.
Okay.
Alright.
This person gets away.
Even after I conked him so hard on the back of the head with my book and all this other stuff.
We'll just have to identify him with a lump on his head.
That was almost.
I feel like he
a
needs to
knockout.
roll. I feel like he needs to roll to get away.
The ability to go through walls is enough.
Whatever. I can teleport.
Yeah, I mean, once he gets out of the
I still
building,
have to
then
roll.
he's only as fast as he is, right? Jade can probably hound him.
Yeah.
He's got to leave the building.
But you could leave the building through other buildings. This building is connected to others. It's not a standalone building
Gotcha.
because it's in New York. It's not just like an office building.
There are standalone buildings in New York. Like, they're not all connected to one another.
Yeah, I should have explained that. My bad. Yes. So
Also, I live in a very nice building.
yes, it's a nice one. It's tall, and you are near the top.
And I'm sure there's a lot of them. I don't know if this is actually true or not, because there's a lot of lawyers who are successful in New York. So what, for all I know, I do live in a studio.
We said it wasn't. We have never described what your place looks like, so I was guessing a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
What now, guys? We want to do. We should do Zack's. Zack, so you want to hack into your building footage?
Well, yeah, and just kind of general, like tabs that I keep on everything to make sure there's no funny business going on. So, yes, there's the footage and more, right? So I'm shotgun approach.
All right, so we'll do the footage first. So roll technology.
All right, hold on 1 second. I need to clear a space. Okay, rolling. Okay, 17 plus 11 is 28.
His technology is amazing.
That was the basis for my character, so you know.
Your algorithm for searching abnormal behaviors indicated a few events that may be out of the ordinary, but none of them included missing packages or containers. Nothing out of the ordinary that would indicate you on premises when you were not there yourself. There doesn't seem to be another you that ever went to Cooper Corp. Is there anything else you want to check out?
Maybe it's you from the future.
Oh. Okay, sure.
I'm going to mention that actually. There have been 0 instances of time travel powers so far.
Okay,
There's been no hero that has ever had the power to travel through time.
so far. Also, yeah, like I'm not necessarily just looking for people that look like Zack doing things at the office and the warehouse. I mean, I guess obviously if the footage shows that I wasn't there, like that's fine. But I'm still looking for. Well, I guess it'd be kind of too hard to figure out. But I mean, any suspicious activity, because like whoever can shapeshift into me can shapeshift into anyone else they come into contact with, presumably. So it's like we're trying to figure out what shifty happenings might be going on, and if any, like just follow them as leads, right? Like, yeah. So there were a few things you said, but not.
Yeah, there was. So every package that came in either is still there or was received reported at its end location. So
Okay. Project. Was it called? Not Geneva, but
Gemini.
Gemini. Yep. We have a Project Gemini on our hands.
Oh, is this a clone of you?
No, it's a clone of. Well, it could be a clone of me, but it's definitely a clone of the container. That's not good.
So Project Gemini, is this literally a duplication thing?
Yeah, and nobody knows about it.
Yeah, so the fixer stole it early on in the story.
Yeah,
It allows the duplication of simple things.
and yeah, and you guys didn't really know about it because we didn't talk about it.
Yeah, it was his backstory.
Yeah, and we kept it under wraps, and I didn't tell you guys about it. But there.
Seems like a good time.
Yeah. Well, there's a guy who is a little bit obsessed with his work in an unhealthy way, and I had to shut the project down because it didn't seem like the right kind of thing to be developing, and not with his like maniacal behavior either. but he kind of spearheaded it and stuff, and so there's good reason for him to potentially come back at us, because I cut off his accounts and I shut the project down, and he was like, oh, kind of thing, but there's nothing for it, and he was just, there was no good way to handle it. He was pretty maniacal, so.
Gotta go way back about that. Jonathan Martin is his name.
Yeah.
Like notes from our very beginning.
Yeah, so there was definitely good cause for him to be potentially in league with like the fixers kind of operations, stealing tech, things like that.
You guys actually, if you remember, this is a super flashback. I'll have to put this on the previously on. You guys had Jeff read his mind.
Yeah.
Because you guys thought he was involved in the fixer early on.
That's right. Yeah, the Starbucks run.
Yep.
Yeah. And that didn't really go anywhere because he's just a nervous nilly, and yeah, anyway. So, but yeah, there's technology out there that nobody knows about, super top secret, so that doesn't exactly put us in a good alibi position. Can't exactly be like, yeah, this tech exists, and people are like, what? Yeah. Well, that is my deduction, and we'll probably need to talk to Fi and Jeff about this.
Okay, so you're gonna talk to Jeff?
Everything that we just talked about, Jeff's gonna get that scoop.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want him to do anything about it?
Well, I mean, we need to consider it. It's bigger than... And now this is a problem for the world, not really for just Cooper Corp. So, I mean, I'm looking for director guidance on how these kinds of problems get prioritized.
Jeff tells you, do you know where this guy lives, or can you account for his whereabouts anywhere?
I mean, I can give you as much information as I can gather, but I haven't spoken with him in a long time, so I don't really know what's up to date, but I can try.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll try. I hacked into his accounts before, so I might still have access without even trying.
You do? Yes. You had his personal email.
Yeah. So I can check that for starters, and from that I might be able to get more types of contact, I might be able to find out more information. So yeah, we start there.
Okay, roll
investigation.
Yes, exactly.
All right, hold on. Rolling. Okay, I only got a 5, so I want to use my second luck. So 1. Okay, so this is my second one. Okay, got a 14 plus 11 investigation. Okay, so 25. That's the first time I've had to use that 11 investigation. That's awesome.
You noticed something you didn't notice before.
Mm-hmm.
This is his personal account, but it is only getting emails for services, so it doesn't appear to be
active.
So it appears that it's just like a dummy account. That's the best way to put it.
Okay. And maybe there's a clue in the services that are registered to it,
Let me add this to it.
Yeah.
It looks like it used to be active, but around the time, maybe about a month after he was fired by you, it stopped being active.
Okay.
But you can tell from your investigation that it appears like someone is trying to make it look like it's active. So it's still getting emails. It's sending emails, but the responses are to they're very generic, almost look like a machine wrote them.
Oh,
Funny.
whoa, that's pretty deep. I mean, that it's sending emails, not just a dead account. It's sending emails, but
yeah, no, it's supposed to look like it is. With a 25 roll, you broke this security.
okay.
It's meant to look like it is still active, but it has some AI writing something for it, or some script that's writing something for it.
AI.
That is next level precautions right there. What kinds of communications are going out though that it's even? I mean, is that worth noting?
They're notes to the doctor's office and notes for employers and stuff like that, potential job searches and things like that. It's not.
Oh, okay.
It makes it look like it's a still active account, but the way that they're phrased is too repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
It just has that uncanny valley feel to it.
Yeah, so that's what's weird because then they want to be found or expecting to be found, which I mean, I guess then he might know that I do this thing, or is expecting someone to hack him potentially. To take such a precaution.
You hacked this long ago.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't know that. Like, to take such a precaution would mean that maybe he does know that. Or knows more about me than he should, kind of thing. That's not cool. Okay. Well, I'm not entirely sure where to go from there, other than garnering that bit of information.
Okay.
I don't know if Sunny... Okay, I'm just a shot in the dark, but... is Sunny able to garner, like, maybe his whereabouts at all? Like, through any kind of...
You want to put an APB out for him?
Yeah, I just don't know, like, that we're not, like, in the... You know... I guess we could kind of reopen the Fixer files a little bit about things being stolen to see...
You can go and visit the Fixer. He's in jail.
That's true. I'm onto this idea with, like, that one girl, too, that we worked with. I'm forgetting her
Kat.
name. Yeah, I was going to say something with a C. Okay, so Kat as well. Because we kind of dropped from there on following up where some of this stuff was going. I don't know if the Fixer would help us or whatever. That seems dubious. But
The Fixer literally killed you, so I don't know.
yeah, I think that's kind of where we're going with this. What do you guys think?
It sounds like, I mean, I had forgotten about the whole Project Gemini thing, so this sounds like we have a plan.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I mean, the Fixer seems like the only lead we might potentially have. Like, anything revolving around that time, wherever the goods were going. Because the Benefactor, which I highly doubt is this Jonathan guy, you know? He could be the Benefactor, but
Yeah.
I don't know where he would have gotten the money. Okay, well, that's what we gotta do. Should we go interrogate the Fixer, or, I mean, that's a start, right? Other than that, we could maybe question Sunny for other links since those happenings, to see. And then also Kat, is she available, or?
She's been missing since the night at the warehouse.
Yeah, I think she ditched us pretty quick, if I recall.
Yeah.
We doing this?
Okay, you want to go talk to the Fixer? Is that the plan?
I'm down for that.
Okay, on your way to... I'll let you guys help me pick this name. I don't know what I want to name the prison. What I was thinking is it...
Like the Phi prison?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking it would have taken the place of Rikers.
Rikers.
So,
Rikers Island?
yeah, Rikers Island, the prison that's there, would be replaced by Phi's powered prison.
Okay, so you're gonna call it Fikers?
Oh, we call it Picard. I don't know.
So you want a name for the prison, like the...
Yeah, if you guys have anything. Bikers.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at coming up with names.
Oh, me too.
Powertainment?
Sounds like it. Entertainment.
I know, it's kind of a double, right? Like,
I usually just use random name generators.
For prison.
That you try Googling random name generator prison and see if there's a link. There might be.
I can do one better. Okay, let's see what ChatGTP has to say.
let's just call it the Cube.
That sounds. Is that already something?
I don't know.
Cube's not just calling it the Cube. That's not bad. Kinda,
Yeah. Call it the Cube.
Okay.
Pretty cool. And you can like cut this segment out in the audio recording, and just like you knew the whole time. All right, we're going to the Cube. Talk to the Fixer.
Metamax containment facility? No, I like the Cube better.
Metamax isn't bad.
I don't know why it sounds like a product on the shelf.
Come by Metamax for all of your X-Lax needs. Okay.
Metalax.
All right.
Metamax, when you gotta go right now.
Yeah.
It's the super secure part of the Cube, Metamax.
Staying soft all day long.
Tons of fiber. All right. So you head to the Cube. Schedule your session with Fixer.
Wow, I had to make an appointment.
Are you all three going there?
Yeah. I don't know.
So does the cube look like a cube?
Obviously. But only from the side.
Yeah.
Every other direction, no.
Another side looks like a rectangle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another side looks like a circle.
So
Ooh.
are we all going? I'm going. Is anyone else going?
Note that this building has Hannah in it, meaning you will not be able to use your powers.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Like, does she just like? What happens when she leaves? Like, does she get to never leave or something like that?
No, she can leave her. So the way her power works, she has technically has two powers. One is an area effect around her. The second is an affliction that only has a level 3 element. The level 3 element is called transformed, and it removes powers for a fairly long period of time. So by being around her, you get just the standard power removal effect, and then she has to intentionally apply this affliction in order to get the long-term power removed. So once an inmate comes in, she will have to afflict them in order to remove their powers for a longer period. And then in addition to that, the inmates are kept in a cell that is specified to just them. So like if they have a water power, they make sure that the cell has like 0 humidity and everything like that. It has a non-water toilet or something.
But they put them in a grass type cell.
Exactly, right. And
I don't know the Pokemon types. So
yeah, I was gonna say fire cell is probably like torture. And it doesn't always apply because sometimes you can't, like maybe a water bender is like you can't not let them have water, right? So the people that have powers like that are instead sedated
All the time.
all the time. They have a wrist,
this
an
sounds
armband.
sounds like torturing a person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
what's
yeah,
the
your
point of
power's
even
too strong,
keeping
so
them
you're gonna-
alive?
You're just gonna spend the rest of your life in a stupor.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just kill them? Or at that point,
killing is immoral.
so is what you're doing.
This thing's almost worse.
For the ones that have the sedation power, it's like I should rephrase how this works. It is only when they're in their cell that they are like this. They also have like yard time and stuff where they can. Their cell is the only place that is the power dampening area, and that's in addition to Hannah's locker. For the people that don't have any, like the waterbender. So if you guys remember way back in the very beginning when I was explaining the background story, there was a villain who attacked the White House. His name is Jackson Carr. He's a waterbender. He is at this facility. He's old now, but he's still here.
Is Waterbender copyrighted? Do you need to adjust the name of that for the purposes of your podcast?
Water mover.
Water adjuster.
Yeah, he's more than a plumber. Sense could be. He's at this facility. He's old now, but he is given access to water because you can't not do that. His continual affliction that he has in his cell is this armband that administers a sedative while he's in his cell. So he has to put this on, or an alarm will sound and the guards will make him put it on. But he can remove it when he leaves his cell.
Interesting.
We're getting a lot of details about water adjusters. I don't know, guys.
That was just like an example. I mean, there's
That's a very detailed example. I'm suspicious.
Yeah, I'm suspicious.
okay.
This cube has a leak.
Yeah, but they all have their powers afflicted by Hannah's transform, and it will be like a double affliction because they're also in her area of effect too. So they would have to get over her area of effect and get over her transform, and then get over the cell restriction in order to break out using their powers. That is, we can talk to the fixer, and I think that's a good place to call it. All right, you got your audience with the fixer. What do you want to ask him? And so you guys notice.
Just I want to clarify one thing here. We don't actually have to make an appointment with him, right? It's about making an appointment with the prison
Right,
staff.
yeah. Exactly, to let them know you're coming and that you have credentials to talk to prisoners and stuff.
Just want to make sure this guy's like, oh yeah, I'm in prison, but like I got a busy schedule here.
I got a shiving tomorrow. Like I gotta prepare for. What do you want to ask him? If you don't remember, he wore a mask for the majority of the time you guys were facing him, but he did take it off once or twice to use his like lightning mouth, lightning breath. I don't know what to call it. His lightning nova that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah.
That no longer works. And actually, he had tech devised so that he could actually talk without using that, because it was think of like Cyclops, but only out of his mouth.
So every time he opened his mouth without that mask on, he blasted like this.
Yes. So that's why he didn't talk, and that's why he got the tech to help him talk. I don't know if you guys ever put that together, but that's the reason why he has tech in his head, is because he can't talk without it.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to ask him? He doesn't need to use the tech now because the prison has removed his power. So
Does he have a very strange, high-pitched, squeaky voice?
what are you guys doing here?
Yeah. Well, we came to ask you about the benefactor.
Which one?
Well, we remember you talking about just one. Are there more benefactors than one?
Anybody who funds my next project.
Okay. Do you think you were serving just one, or were they legitimately multiple benefactors?
Are you talking about the last one before you guys put me in here?
I mean, basically, we're just wondering if you were putting a story together on all these things you were stealing. Because it seems like it might be really bad for the whole world.
Can you be more specific?
I don't know. What do you think you know with what you were stealing? I mean, do you even know what you were stealing?
Yeah, my ability to talk.
Yeah, that makes sense. But, I mean, beyond that, right? You did jobs not for yourself, but for these benefactors, right? Like,
Yeah, I charged him an arm and a leg, too.
did you even know, like, what you were stealing when it was for a job, or only when you were taking stuff for yourself?
Most of the time we know what we're after.
Okay. What do you know about tech that can clone things?
I remember that. Took it out of Cooper Corp.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're in disguise or your costumes.
Yes.
Does he know you're Cooper?
He doesn't. I mean, back then, did I have a costume back then? I mean, he knew I was Zack. Remember? Didn't he know I was Zack?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
But does he know that you're Zack now?
I kind of want him to know, because he knew me back then. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, he might be shocked that I'm alive. Here, tell you what, I'll just remove my disguise right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a surprise.
Yeah, I'm still alive, buddy. But I don't know if I'm the only me.
The only you.
Yeah. That tech that you stole from us?
Like repeat?
Oh no. Like, legit, permanent clones.
Huh. Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah? Well, do you ever want to get out of here?
Eventually.
Well, it might not matter. I don't know. We gotta figure this out.
What do you want to know? And what's it worth to you?
Well, we're trying to trace where this tech went. If you even know where any of the tech went, that would be a start. If you know more, maybe we can talk.
There's two places that I sold tech to, or I delivered tech to. One of them was, I guess I'll call him a collector. I think you guys have picked him up a time or two before. His name is Sean Burton. Jade, roll insight. Actually, Edward too.
Okay. That is an 18 total.
Plus eidetic memory.
Oh yeah, plus
19.
eidetic
Okay.
memory.
You guys, this rings a bell to both of you. You guys know him as the Fence. And then the fixer continues. The other was this this woman. She really wanted to be mysterious. She kept having her guards communicate with me for her. But I got a glimpse every once in a while. Don't know who she was, but she looked rich.
Was that one woman whose house I was broken into and all that stuff?
Sounds like it.
Yeah. I give a description of her. I can't remember her name.
Mary Miller.
I give a description of Mary Miller to the fixer and see if that sounds right to him.
It was dark, but that sounds right.
To the person I conked on the head in my apartment, was that person roughly the height of Mary Miller?
Roughly.
Yeah, that was her. Because it's like whoever it is, like, you know, would have to have a problem with Edward, not a problem with like superhero me. And she would have a problem, so she would be going through my files. And I never did get the chance to go back and see what was taken and what was left behind. Yeah, that's the next thing, order of business, is to go back and look at like, oh, was it all the files related to what she did? Because I bet it is. Yeah, Mary Miller. All right, well, I'll go hit her in the head with a book again.
Anything else you want to ask the fixer?
What did he say he had, what did he do for Mary Miller?
That she was one of the people that he delivered tech to.
And then which tech was it?
I gotta roll back, man.
Was it tech that allowed you to walk through walls and fudge?
That she gave to us for free.
Okay, so that's her stuff. Now I'm very curious what she stole. Oh, was the person who I conked on the head, were they wearing gloves, or would they have?
Yes, it was a full body cover.
Gotcha. So no chance they left fingerprints. Okay.
Okay. Anything else you want to ask the fixer before the prison closes visiting hours? Does it have visiting hours for agents? I don't know.
No, probably not.
Before rack time? I don't know what you call it when they close it for the night.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll mention that the 6 o'clock deadline that you had for Void has come and gone.
Oh, yeah. Well, Jeff was on top of it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what happens next.
Okay.
Anything else? Fixer is good to go?
Not that I can think of.
Is there anything the fixer wants to ask of us? I want to say thank you.
I'll take a steak.
Dude, I can get you a steak. I'm getting the fixer a steak.
I want to remind Jade that this person killed her brother.
He also killed me.
Yeah, why are you giving him a steak?
I don't know, man. You gotta...
He's a murderer. He murdered my family, my only family.
He's a changed man. He can talk now.
He murdered you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I got better.
Yeah.
It didn't take.
Oh boy.
And I'm sorry about your brother.
You're sorry? Sorry isn't good enough. I hope you rot in jail.
And here I sit.
Where you belong.
For now.
If I have anything to say about it or do about it.
All right, what's next?
Okay. He goes back to his cell. You guys leave the facility. Your powers come back. You get the report from Jeff that Void ended up eluding the agents. They went to the spot that he told you to meet at. He wasn't there. They saw him briefly, like nearby, apparently like scouting it out, waiting for you. They tried to pursue, but he used his ability and took their sight. It came back, obviously, but once he did that to them, they lost track of where he went.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you the teaser for next time of where this is going. Actually, I don't have everybody set up for the next spoiler, so I guess only Jade gets a spoiler.
Oh?
Oh, yeah.
You get a call, Jade, from your good friend Tommy.
Oh, yay.
What do you say?
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant this. That's the spoiler that happens next time.
Yeah, Tommy gives you a call. He's a good old friend.
Yo, Tommy! How's it going, bro?
Help!
I don't know.
Click. That's it. That's your spoiler.
Oh, gosh. Now you gotta kidnap Tommy? I already lost my brother.
Yeah.
This is what I got for not wearing a disguise.
And you haven't talked to Tommy since you got back. Terrible friend.
No. I've been a little busy trying to save the world.
And Edward knows who Tommy is, too.
Yeah, he was the guy who broke into the Miller's place, right?
Yeah.
I thought, who was the guy who I was helping who then later got killed?
Seth, that was Jade's brother.
That's my brother.
Oh, that's okay.
It was Tommy. It was both of them.
It was both of them. That was it. Okay, that's what the part I was missing. So.
And me.
And Jade, too, yeah.
And Jade too, yeah.
We were thieves.
We're calling back to all that old stuff. Yeah, I think that's a good place to call it. Oh, no, I got your spoilers. Okay. I totally forgot. I got spoilers for everybody.
Okay, cool.
Zack.
Mm-hmm.
When you get back to Phi, you get an alert from Sunny. Zack, I've been analyzing the video file that was released to the police, and I've found some what look like deepfake covers for other models. I can concretely prove to the DHS that this is a digital fake.
Oh, that's it, huh? Just a digital fake.
Kind of, all the powered people and the cloning technology. Nope, just digital fake.
And we just had a conversation with the fixer, but it seemed like it led us to what's up with that one lady with your case, Edward. So That wasn't all for naught, because you didn't get a whole lot of time to investigate that, so that was
Yeah.
good.
So let's back up again, just because I'm trying to remember. What was the company that got bombed?
I didn't give them a name.
Well, I was just
Competitor of
trying.
Cooper
You're
Corp.
fine. It's mostly I was just trying to make sure it wasn't Mary Miller's company that
Oh,
she didn't
no.
do. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
I'm
not.
gonna do a false flag against my own company and blame, Zack and all that stuff.
Onyx is the name of the company. Let's call it that. Fortify is Mary's company. Yeah, so Fortify is a defense company. The company that got bombed was actually a competitor of Cooper Corp, so it's more like a technology company. Okay, and then Edward. Sonny also has an alert for you that there has been a body found, and you were tagged as a person of interest in this autopsy because the person found, they're dead and they're sitting on a bench. But
Well, I'd hope they're dead if they did an autopsy. Holy fudge.
no, they haven't done the autopsy yet.
Okay.
But they said that you may want to be there for the autopsy, so they're notifying you ahead of time.
Got it.
They're dead on a bench, but it's noteworthy because they cannot be touched. They are translucent. They are immaterial.
Oh. I have other
So-
questions about how this autopsy will occur.
Yes, they appear to be wearing the outfit that the Fixer wore, and I'm not even going to have you roll your eidetic memory because this dude happens to be the exact guy that left the building from the Fixer fight, the guy who ran away.
Dang.
So he is dead on a bench across town,
Okay.
and they have to bring the entire bench because they can't touch him.
So if they lift up the bench, he can go, but if
Yes.
they try to... Okay, interesting. However this device works, the rules are very interesting.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because they can carry stuff, right, and steal stuff. So there's some sort of connectivity going on with something at some point when it's activated.
Yeah, I've been like, how does this work?
Yeah.
Yes, the bench does not. The bench is how they're able to transport. So they bring the whole bench into Phi, and
Cool.
they tag you as a person of interest of this person who they have no idea how to autopsy.
It's kind of like the same question like with powers though, right? Like if you teleport, why does your clothes go with you? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so questions like that.
Okay. Yeah. So that's your each of your teasers for next time.
And this completes the first episode of the Nemesis arc, Suspicions, Spies, and Setups. In the next episode, Jade and Edward investigate what's happening with Tommy. Zack stays at Phi and works on a device to interact with the phased body. Jade also gets a surprising call from an old friend. We'll go over the details next time. See you then, friends.